Messenger's users unable to access their accounts this morning. Hear reaction from around Madison. Also, it's Super Tuesday. The ballots coming in from 16 states and territories as the general election starts to take shape. And later, we're following major changes to VA healthcare benefits aimed to expand access to millions. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. And we begin tonight with breaking news. The UW Police Department is investigating after 2 students were reportedly assaulted over the weekend. The incident happened Sunday night at 8:30 when 2 UW-Madison students walked by a group of 6 males near the intersection of Linden Drive and Observatory Drive. 3 of the men then followed the victims for a short distance. When the 2 students stopped to interact with them, 2 of the students punched the victims in the face and the head. The victims were unable to walk away from the scene and were unaware where the group went after. Anyone with information is asked to call the UW-Madison police. Now turning to weather, tonight, after last night's storms, it was an overall pleasant day to spend outside. For more, let's take a look with our first warm weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington out on the weather patio. Good evening, Alex.
Hey, good evening there, Kyle. And folks in southern Wisconsin, it's gorgeous out here in the patio, sunny skies. What a difference 24 hours can make. Let's take a look at those current conditions out there right now. We got 46 right now in Madison. That's still about 6 degrees above normal. Winds at northeast at 10, puts a little bit of a bite in the air. Feels more like 41 degrees. But again, normal high temperatures are around 41 for the early part of March. We got 46 in Madison, 49 in Middleton, 50 right now in Belleville. Zooming on out here for the rest of our friends in southern Wisconsin, hanging on to 55 degrees. That's about 15 degrees above normal in southwestern Wisconsin. Out in Boscobel, 52 in Janesville. Janesville last night, you were rocking and rolling with those showers and thunderstorms. A little cooler today, but again, these temperatures are above normal for this time of year. 3 things that you need to know. It's going to be colder tonight, near freezing overnight. We got a mild Wednesday and Thursday with temperatures near 50. Then the First Warn Weather Team will be first to show you all about Thursday and Friday's wet weather system. It's going to be wet and windy. We'll track that hour by hour and just how much rain you can expect. That's coming up.
Alex, thank you. For a lot of us, our morning was disrupted with popular meta services being down, leaving us without access to social media accounts owned by the tech giant. News 3 Now's Jalen Banks joins us with Madisonians' reaction.
Facebook and Instagram are 2 of the largest social media platforms in the world, and not having it for a few hours made waves throughout Madison. Take a look.
Yeah, it's bothered me because I spend almost like 6 to 8 hours per day only on the Facebook.
One of my friends thought they got hacked.
That was how many started their Tuesday when they realized that they did not have access to their various Meta accounts after the platforms were down to what the company calls a technical issue. According to outage tracker Down Detector, upwards of 500,000 Facebook users reported issues accessing the site, leaving some without their main source of news gathering and other information.
I usually use the Facebook for getting the news, especially like nowadays, like I found all the news in the Facebook rather than going into the news sites and everything. I feel like nowadays the Facebook is like news site. If you follow some good news pages and stuff.
And for others, they feel the outage could be beneficial for those who spend a lot of time on the site.
A lot of the information we get is tailored to our expectations, so we're not really getting viewpoints that challenges the ones that we already have. People are having difficulty dealing with 3 hours of Facebook. Maybe it's time to have a realization about what's going on with our addiction to media.
And if you're wondering, Meta platforms are back up and running. And in the event of another outage, worry not. You can always find our latest news, weather, and more on channel3000.com.
Jalen, thank you. Another inmate has been found dead at a Troubled Waupun prison. According to a State Department of Corrections spokesperson, 62-year-old Donner Meyer was found dead in late February. Meyer was sentenced to 15 years in prison in 2012 on multiple counts of stalking and later charged in September 2022 with first-degree murder in Wood County in connection with a stabbing in 1985. Meyer is the 4th Waupun inmate to die at the facility since June of 2023. The death is under investigation. In Adams County, the sheriff's office is investigating after a police officer in Rome was rear-ended while her squad car was parked. It all happened just before 9 p.m. last night. A 78-year-old driver in a pickup truck struck the squad car that was parked alongside Highway 13 near Akron Avenue. Police say the officer was completing a traffic stop and the car's emergency lights were turned on. The officer was taken to a nearby hospital for injuries, but was later released. Polls are open today across the country in 15 states and 1 territory, all voting in today's Super Tuesday presidential primary. That includes one of our Midwestern neighbors, Minnesota, which is holding both the Republican and Democratic primary on the same day. Some voters say they are frustrated by the options they have this cycle.
Joe Biden basically stated that he was a transitional president to a younger generation. He's old, so is Donald Trump. At this point, we need sort of new leadership.
Neither Donald Trump nor Joe Biden will be able to lock down the nomination after today's contest, despite more than a third of the total delegates being decided today alone. Wisconsin will host its presidential primary on April 2nd. Next tonight at 5, while there has been plenty written about the connection between dogs and humans, a new book written by an author in Wisconsin is taking a closer look at the economic lens at the relationship. Co-authored by David Weimer of the La Follette School of Public Affairs at UW-Madison, the book Dogonomics, Perspectives on Our Canine Relationships, examines a dog's role as both family and property.
Dogs are both a commodity and something more, right? They can be bought, sold, owned, but a majority of American families that have dogs consider them family members.
The novel also looks at the value of companions for families during the pandemic as families isolated in their homes. It also breaks down the economic impact on how dogs or puppies can be substituted instead of having children and the benefits that has. We are less than a week away from announcing a winner for the Spirit of Service Award to honor local veterans. Our partners in this campaign, Vortex Optics, have narrowed the 100 nominations down to 5. Today, we introduce you to Daniel O'Kane. Dano, as everyone calls him, has quite the story. He went into the Marine Corps at age 17, where he was from 1985 to 1990. When he returned, he worked in his father's restaurant, also working in food service at UW Health. He spent the last 5.5 years at the Children's Hospital, where he met Josie, a little girl who had cancer, inspiring other kids at the hospital going through similar treatment. She also loved to fish, and so Dan built her a custom rod. From there, he founded Josie's Gift, a local nonprofit that creates fishing poles for children at UW Hospital as a way to give them something to look forward to. This July will mark the 5th annual Kids Fishing Day on Lake Winnebago. And yesterday, we introduced you to Rhonda Adams. She has made an impact on thousands of lives, currently serving as the executive director of the River Food Pantry. But her service to the community began in 1982. She served over 2 decades in the U.S. Army, which included 3 years of active duty and 18 in the U.S. Army Reserves. During her tenure in the Army, she received numerous military awards, decorations, service medals, and badges. By the time she retired in December 2003, she had climbed the ranks to earn the rank of Master Sergeant, specializing in operations and administration. And if you are a U.S. military veteran or a family member of a veteran, you'll want to hear this. Major changes to VA health care benefits take into effect today and aim to expand access to millions of veterans. Kara Catherine is in Washington with the latest.
The Department of Veterans Affairs says millions of U.S. veterans are now eligible for VA health care earlier than anticipated.
This is the biggest expansion of VA care eligibility in generations.
It's covered by the PACT Act, which aims to expand VA benefits for service members exposed to burn pits, Agent Orange, radiation, and other toxic substances. Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America CEO Alison Jaslow, an Iraq War veteran, says the benefits are especially crucial to her generation of veterans when burning trash and other waste in burn pits was common practice.
In real time, we didn't know what kind of impact that would have, but I will say that most of us were thinking not necessarily cancer, but like, what is this doing to, like, if I'm breathing this in every single day?
When the PACT Act became law in August 2022, it laid out a plan to phase in eligibility for different groups of veterans until full implementation by 2032. But the VA accelerating that timeline. And all veterans exposed to toxins and other hazards while serving overseas or at home can apply for benefits now. Jaslow says getting more veterans into the VA system for proactive screenings and specialized care could save lives.
Maybe your doctor out in the civilian sector doesn't know to ask if you were even in the military, let alone exposed to toxins. And being in the care of VA practitioners is really a good thing for all generation of veterans.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
In more political news, President Biden is cracking down on price gouging across several industries as he is launching a new strike force that will root out illegal and unfair price hikes for prescription drugs, healthcare, groceries, and housing. Also unveiling a new rule from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that slashes credit card late fees. Biden is focusing on pocketbook issues that affect day-to-day life as he tries to sell his economic vision to the American people. It's a topic that is expected to be touched on during his State of the Union address Thursday, and live coverage of that begins at 8 p.m. right here on News 3 Now. On Friday, the federal government will suspend its free at-home COVID-19 test program. Since November, U.S. households have been able to go to covidtest.gov and order 4 rapid antigen COVID-19 tests. All orders placed on or before Friday, March 8th will be delivered. Officials suspended the rapid test distribution program last May after the end of the COVID-19 public health emergency. They reopened it in late September as virus season began to ramp up. Residents who haven't placed an order since the program reopened can place 2 orders for a total of 8 tests. Still ahead, Spirit and JetBlue are calling up their planned merger deal. Plus, another rough day for Boeing with an FAA report alleging non-compliance issues. And stocks tumbled on Wall Street. The Dow fell just over 400 points. The Nasdaq losing 268. The S&P 500 falling just over 40. We'll be right back.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Corvette and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you quality name brand jeans and work pants because we get you. So stock up now with unbeatable deals on your favorite styles for spring. Like men's Wrangler 5-star jeans. Buy one, get one half price. Save $10 on men's Key brand bibs or jeans when you buy 2. $7 off these women's Lee jeans. Plus, while you're in for jeans, save on brake pads, shocks, struts, suspension parts, and more. 15% off. We get you what you need because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $8,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio Enclosures.
Protect your home with a reliable generator from Generac, the industry leader. Richland Home Power offers expert installation and a range of power solutions for your home. Visit us at Richland Home Power, a Generac authorized dealer.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen and want to keep remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, save $377 per window and $777 per patio door, plus 1 year no payment, no interest financing. Visit WannakeRemodeling.com for more details.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Lakers on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action when LeBron and the Lake Show duel with Giannis and the Bucks. It's a clash of the Titans. Bucks, Lakers on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on WISC TV3.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Corvette and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Coming up, get a taste of the intricate world of cheese making. We'll take you to the World Cheese Championship. Then, will the expanded child care tax credit really help Wisconsin families? A local daycare provider weighs in tonight at 6.
South Central, Wisconsin, where people unite for a brighter future and businesses thrive. News 3 Now embraces that spirit. We celebrate the good and we fix the bad. No settling, no backing down. That's our commitment to you. News 3 Now, moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
Welcome back. JetBlue and Spirit Airlines are calling off their planned merger deal. The airline says they mutually agreed to terminate their proposed $3.8 billion plan after a federal judge blocked it earlier this year over anti-competition concerns. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger sat down with the host of CBS Mornings to discuss the development.
That's where we are. We thought that Spirit was going to combine with Frontier. JetBlue comes in, bids another $1 billion. The government says this looks like very anti-consumer and blocks the deal. When you look at this right now, I think travelers are going to see that the discount airlines like Spirit and Frontier keep the pressure on the big ones.
The merger would have potentially ensured Spirit's survival as the airline continues to struggle with debt. In a statement, JetBlue said that due to the hurdles, quote, both airlines' interests are better served by moving forward independently. It was another rough day for Boeing. An FAA audit report out yesterday alleges non-compliance issues, and the company is getting sued. Amy Kiley reports.
Boeing faces another round of headaches.
I don't think there's been a day that's gone by that we haven't thought about it.
This couple and another passenger are suing Alaska Airlines and Boeing for $1 billion. They were on the 737 MAX 9 in January when a door plug flew off mid-flight.
We have to change our lives around this fear of flying now.
An FAA audit report out yesterday stems from that January accident. It alleges multiple non-compliance issues. Boeing has fewer than 90 days to produce a quality improvement plan based on the audit and an earlier expert panel review. The CEO says those provide a clear picture of what needs to be done. He says Boeing will demonstrate profound change. Meanwhile, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 is back in the news a decade after it went missing. The Malaysian government says it might be open to renewing the search for it.
They do have over 50 to 60 pieces of the plane that washed up, so they know for a fact it's down there somewhere.
To be clear, the missing plane is a Boeing 777, not a 737 MAX 9. And a key investigator on that case says it's not the aircraft she suspects.
I still go back to the lithium-ion batteries in the cargo hold. We don't allow that, and there's a reason.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Time now to get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is here.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. What a difference 24 hours makes when we have pictures like this sent in by Alex out in Sun Prairie where we had that pea and nickel-sized hail. Let's take a flashback and look at that. This is where we were just at 5 o'clock last night. We had showers and thunderstorms really across all of southern Wisconsin with that big concentration of showers and storms down near Janesville, down towards Rock County. But we all saw rainfall. Went a little bit quick there behind me. But by the time we got to 2 a.m., that rain shower activity started moving off towards the south and towards the east. And when you see less white, that means that sun making it all the way to the ground. What a beautiful day. I was just out on the patio and those temperatures out there. We're sitting at 46 degrees in Madison, as balmy as 55 in Boscobel. Normal high temperatures for this time of year are right around 40 degrees. So we're anywhere between 5, 10, 15 degrees above normal still for this time of year out there. Planning your night tonight, a little bit on the chillier side than what we're used to. Temperatures in the upper 20s. We'll do 27 in Lone Rock. They have a tendency to cool down just a little bit more in the Wisconsin River Valley. 28 in Madison. If you can sneak a couple of those clouds, remember, those clouds help to hold in some of that heat. That's why Janesville's hanging on to 35 degrees. As we plan, as we go out here into your Wednesday, 52 in Madison, 49 in Lone Rock, 49 in Prairie du Chien, and off towards the east towards our friends out towards Lake Michigan. A little bit cooler by the lake at 42 degrees if you happen to have any travel taking it off towards the east. Then we change our attention here to the next wet weather system. Thursday going on into your Friday, widespread precipitation chances expected, but will it be in the form of rain or snow or a little bit of both? Let's track it here. Midnight, knocking on our door here at Boscobel, Lone Rock, some shower activity moving in, becoming more widespread. That 6 a.m. Friday morning commute to school or work could be on the wet side from Madison, points off towards the south and west. A wet lunch and windy conditions, chillier on your Friday as well. And you see a couple of these purples in here, especially north up towards the Dells, up towards Marquette and Green Lake. Could see a wet snowflake or two, and then that weather system is adios. By the time we get to 5 o'clock on your Saturday evening. A little bit breezy, but at least we'll have sunny skies. I said a little bit earlier how much we can expect in the water department. 1/4 to 1/2 inch in Madison, a little bit more off towards the south and towards the west. Our friends out towards the Mississippi River, you might sneak upwards of 1 inch. So let's recap this here. Dry until Friday, then that chance of snow, that is low. Rain chances are high, and then we're going to be drying out as we go on into the weekend. So let's take a peek at that. Saturday going on into your Sunday, as we spring forward, those temperatures are going to also spring even warmer as we head towards Tuesday, Wednesday, going on into the latter part of the week. These would be temperatures here, folks, that we would be expecting as we head towards April. Folks. So always like to see those weather photos. Again, thank you so much, Alex, for sending us that weather photo and other weather photos that help us show you what's going on outside with the weather. How about a little bit of traffic here, folks? Things going okay. Eastbound and westbound about 54 miles per hour, a little bit faster. I-39 southbound at 70 miles per hour. And as you head down towards Janesville, looks like a little bit of construction going on, but still a good clip, 70 miles per hour. Not too bad for this time of the day. And our friends up by the Dells, 71 miles per hour tonight. Not expecting any rain, so the windshield wipers, Kyle and folks, you won't be needing those tonight.
All right, Alex, thank you. And still ahead at 5, a Wisconsin business has become famous selling luxury turntables. We have that story next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Do not go. It's free if I do it, babe.
Whoa! You need the experts. Let the experts at Feldco make your home renewal project a cinch with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. Free installation won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
Not everyone knows us, but in southern Wisconsin and northern and central Illinois, we are famous in our field. As a Sloan's technician, customer service is our specialty, whether you come to see us or we come to you. We are in the business of supporting your business, and we are highly trained to work on your John Deere equipment. At Sloan's, our loyalty lies with you. We depend on you, and we are proud to serve you. When it comes to service, you can count on us. Remember, think Sloan's first.
This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge!
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on March 14th at 5:30 p.m. to learn how the Conformis custom knee implant may be the solution to end your pain. To register for the free online talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
These days, you can listen to music in so many ways with headphones, in cars, and with in-home stereos. And now that buying records has become popular again, people need turntables to listen to them. James Gross shows us a company here in Wisconsin that has become world famous for selling luxury turntables.
We start off at $1,500 and go all the way up to $26,000, $30,000, depending upon the tone arm and cartridge.
Soda Turntables in Walworth County is renowned for producing high-quality sound. Its turntables are in stores all over the world and are shipped globally.
If you're going to drink a fine wine, you're not guzzling something. You're going to appreciate it on every level.
And that's exactly how Soda Turntables, which stands for State of the Art, wants its customers to use its record players, appreciating the fine nuances of the wood, stylus, design, materials, and the overall build to allow for the best sound possible.
That customer may be putting a $10,000 to $12,000 or $20,000 tone arm and then a $10,000 to $12,000 or $20,000 cartridge on there.
Some of the turntables can even take warped records like this and flatten them out for an even better listening experience. Soda Turntables is small, with just about a dozen employees. Despite each record player taking about 40 to 60 hours to craft, the company sells about 750 a year. Recently, business has been good as vinyl sales continue to increase, according to the Recording Industry Association of America.
2020 into 21, because everyone was staying at home, so there was a lot, audiophiles were listening. And so we had explosive growth.
Kristen bought the company right before the boom in 2018 after building a successful trombone and trumpet mouthpiece manufacturing company.
So I'm a trombone performance major, and this is what happens when you get a music performance degree. You have to figure out something else.
He's still making those mouthpieces too. As a lifelong audiophile, Kristen is living his love of sound.
Like being one of the Santa's elves. You know, you get to work with these products day in and day out, and then you get to hear them at the end.
Soda Turntables isn't the only luxury manufacturing company in Walworth County. Grand Craft makes luxury vintage boats ranging from $250,000 to $1.5 million. We'll stick ahead. Alex has a final check of your forecast when we return.
Transform the look of your kitchen with an 11% rebate from Menards. Countertops are the center of the home, and Menards carries a great selection, from elegant to everyday options, with durability that will last you from crayons to calculus, and easy installation that you can do yourself. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops. Right now, all stock laminate countertop is on sale, starting at $29.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Pen program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Pen program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-914-3131 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-914-3131. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-914-3131. Call now.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV. when they battle with the Lakers on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action when LeBron and the Lake Show duel with Giannis and the Bucks. It's a clash of the Titans. Bucks, Lakers, on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on WISC TV 3.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, it's Super Tuesday, a critical night in the 2024 election, where millions of Americans will cast votes across 15 states. We'll have all the analysis tonight, plus a primetime special at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. in the West. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
I'm Maddie Heimsch. Coming up at 6, a new law could relieve child care costs this tax season. What that means for Wisconsin parents.
And we're back here now with one final check of the forecast. Alex, we do have to apologize to the viewers. Eric, Charlotte, and Susan all gone, so we brought in the fourth string quarterback, so to speak.
Well, you're doing a fabulous job.
At least we got you.
We're thinking about Eric and Susan and Charlotte. They will be back soon.
Eventually.
But we've got you folks covered here. Let's talk about the weather here a little bit. Beautiful night tonight. Temperatures dipping down into the upper 30s with clear skies. Overnight lows tonight are going to be a little bit on the cooler side in the upper 20s to right around 30 degrees. But then we've got our eyes on that wet weather system that we've been talking about here for a few days. That would be Friday going on into your Saturday, Kyle. That weather system mostly going to be in the form of rain, maybe a little bit of wet snow, but not looking very likely. Definitely tune in tonight at 6 because I'm going to take us a couple steps further into this. We're still in drought conditions, so we'll take a look at those precip totals coming up at the 6 o'clock show and how the rainfall may help impact our drought.
That'll certainly affect some of the farmers if we have a drought this summer.
Yep,
Alex,
planting season on the way.
This has been News 3 Now 5. Have a good night.